Well, I've got a update to a story that we covered a couple months ago.
Okay.
Something that you basically had requested on the show.
Okay.
That you asked that if anybody has any updates, please keep us informed.
All right. I'm anxious to hear.
So John Phillips, who's a Twitter follower of myself, he updated me on a story that we both found fascinating.
Okay.
Do you recall the girl who was supposedly duped by her girlfriend as her boyfriend and pulled the blindfold off and found out it was a chick?
Oh, yeah.
Do you recall that?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, that girl who portrayed herself as a guy has been sentenced for her crime.
Okay. Awesome.
All right. So I want to thank John Phillips for keeping me abreast of this.
Sure.
You like the term there?
Yeah, abreast.
Exactly. Okay. Oh my God. Sobbing ex-private schoolgirl screams to her parents and collapses after judge ignores pleas for leniency and jails her for 8 years after she duped her friend into sex by pretending to be a man.
8 years.
8 years.
What was the plea, or what was the charge, or what was she guilty of? Rape?
Well, yeah, and you know, I guess it would be rape.
Yeah.
Or coercing someone into sex falsely or something. I don't know. Well, let's read the story here.
All right.
A judge has sentenced a former private schoolgirl to 8 years in prison for duping another woman into believing she was a man before having sex with her using a prosthetic penis.
Wow.
How dumb do you have to be to not know the difference between the real thing and a dildo?
Pretty goddamn dumb.
You know what I mean? I mean,
I can't imagine.
Granted, I'm sure there's a lot of lifelike, facsimiles out there.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's got to be a feeling of the difference.
Yeah. There has to be something to feel. It cannot feel exactly like a regular cock.
You would think.
You would think.
Marketing manager Gail Newland, 25, screamed, "I'm scared," to her family and had to be dragged to the cells after begging for a suspended sentence. It has now been revealed that the presiding judge who handed her the lengthy jail term has previously given more lenient sentences to pedophiles and once handed a teacher who abused 24 boys aged between the ages of 8 and 13 to just 6.5 years in prison.
Wow.
So this chick, she's in for 8 years.
She's doing hard time.
She is. No shit.
Holy cow.
Newland took on the alter ego of Kai Fortune in disguise.
Kai Fortune?
Yeah, Kye.
Oh boy.
And disguised her gender from her victim by flattening her breasts with tape, wearing a swimsuit to smooth her curves and deepen her voice.
How does a swimsuit deepen your voice?
Well, it says wearing a swimsuit to smooth her curves and deepening her voice.
Oh, okay.
All right. So it's not that the swimsuit actually did the job of that. It's just that, she did that.
Okay.
The former private school girl persuaded the victim to wear a blindfold when together, and they had sex 10 times.
Wow.
10 times.
She couldn't tell it was a fake cock in 10 fuckings.
You got to wonder. That's very odd.
Yeah, it is.
Until the complainant ripped off her mask and saw Newland was wearing a prosthetic penis.
So every time
they had sex, she put a blindfold on this girl, and she accepted that.
What the hell?
Yeah, I just... Okay. Newland told police her accuser, also 25, also knew she was pretending to be a man, and it was part of a sex game as they struggled with being lesbians.
Okay.
But the manipulative marketing managers from Williston, Cheshire, was found guilty of 3 counts of sexual assault.
Right.
Jailing her for 8 years today, Judge Roger Dutton told her she was guilty of a cruel and callous deception. He added, "You are an intelligent, obsessional, highly manipulative, deceitful, scheming, and thoroughly determined young woman."
Wow.
Wow. But Judge Dutton has previously handed more lenient jail terms to pedophiles in his court.
All right, so correct me if you think I'm wrong on this. She was being a monumental, self-entitled twat in court.
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
If you had to guess.
Yeah, I would think so.
And it annoyed this judge.
And he said, "You know what? I'm putting you away for 8 years."
Fuck you. You're getting max sentence.
Exactly.
What's the max I can slap on you, you fucking entitled bitch?
Right. The Mirror reports that in 2010, he jailed Michael Farrell for 4 years and 8 months after he admitted having sex with 4 13-year-old girls.
Wow.
One became pregnant, suffering a miscarriage, and then attempted suicide.
Well, that's not as bad.
Right. Last year, he jailed a former French teacher who was accused of abusing 24 boys in the 1970s to the 6-year and 9-month in prison. Keith Cavendish Coulson, 71, preyed on boys aged between 8 and 13 at a boarding school. The victim told the jury Kai asked her to wear a blindfold because she was insecure about his looks after a life-saving brain injury.
Wow.
They spent more than 100 hours together, but she would always cover her eyes when they watched television together. And on one occasion, when sunbathing, because I was desperate to be loved, she said.
All right.
Wow.
So they had sex 10 times?
That's what it says, yes.
And she never got suspicious once when dude didn't want his dick sucked?
Apparently not.
Or had to turn it down, right?
Well,
somewhere in 10 sessions of sex, the girl had to say, "Hey, let me suck your dick."
Well, I can attest to having been involved with somebody who never offered that once.
What?
Yep.
And you stayed involved?
No, it didn't last forever, but it's somebody that you really dig.
Did it last 10 sessions?
Oh yeah.
And did she ever do it anyway?
No, never, not once.
I know who you're talking about. Tattoos?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
You just ruined it for me with her.
I'm just telling you the truth.
Just ruined it for me.
Just telling you the truth.
And what was her reason not to?
I never asked.
You mean you never? How do you not ask?
It's just one of those. It's just like, hey, I'm happy to be getting what I'm getting. I'm not going to ruin it.
No, man. At some point, once you pass the 5 mark, don't you want to start exploring?
Well, again, I can't answer for other people.
Yeah, I'm not asking you to. I'm asking for you. Don't you want to start exploring?
Well, let me just put it this way. She more or less went along with whatever I wanted, but she never volunteered anything.
Yeah. So if you'd have just slapped it in her mouth, she probably would have sucked it.
Who knows?
But you're just not vicious like that.
Yeah, whatever.
Wow. Okay.
So,
you just ruined her for me.
Well, I'm just telling you how it was. I can't answer for what other people do.
How do you not suck dick but get tattoos all the way up and down your arm?
I don't know the answer.
You'll take a lot of little pricks, but not one big one in your mouth. What the fuck is that?
I can't tell you. Anyway, the judge told Newland to successfully pass off a deception of this complexity was a major undertaking involving dedicated mobile phone lines as well as a regular text from you purporting to be Kai's relatives.
All right.
You pursued this course of conduct over a lengthy period, which you played with her affections, acting entirely on your own sexual satisfaction and choosing to ignore the devastating impact that the eventual discovery of the truth would have on her. Can you believe that?
That's ridiculous.
I guess I got to wonder, what kind of sexual satisfaction does a woman pretending to be a guy and using a strap-on?
Just dominance, I would think. Probably not sexual, but probably like the dominating thing.
Okay, because he said sexual satisfaction.
Yeah, I'm not buying that.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know, I mean, I gotta think that it's a chick wanting that feeling like a dude to be like fucking in control.
I guess, but I guess that's more of an ego thing.
Yeah.
But it's not a sexual satisfaction thing.
She might get off on it. She might get off on the power trip.
I guess. I don't know.
Who knows?
In a statement read to the court today, the victim, who met her former lover on
Facebook,
exactly, said she had poisoned her for life.
Wow.
And taken her youth and vitality. She's 25 years old.
Stop it.
Her vitality.
You got played, you dummy.
Yeah, she acts like she was like kind of a life sucker, you know. She sucked the youth out of me. I'm a 70-year-old lady now.
Yeah, man, I'm about to die.
Yeah.
You fucked me with a strap on a couple of times.
Exactly. She said, not only have I had to delete all of the friends I have made in Chester, apart from one, I feel like I can't visit that friend or the beautiful city again. So she ruined it for me. I can't even go there anymore.
Why?
She
can't just say, hey, look, I got duped by a criminal.
No, that's too easy. You have to play the scarred victim for life.
Is that what I'm missing here?
Yeah. You got to go around and you got to play the scarred victim, and you know your whole life is just in shambles now, and you'll never recover, and everybody has to now cater to you because now you've been damaged.
Right.
You know, it's pity me.
Pathetic.
Socially, I feel trapped, still living in an invisible prison Gail has made.
Oh, stop it. I hate this victim more than I hate the person that did it to her.
Why don't you go play your Creed records and play My Own Prison? Newland created a bogus Facebook profile in the name of Kai Fortune and was then said to have taken on the persona of Kai as she mimicked the man to speak many times on the phone with the victim after their first contact in 2011.
Okay.
So this has been going on for 4 years. When they finally decided to meet up in February of 2013, so basically 2 years went by.
2 years and she didn't notice.
Yeah. The complainant told the jury that Kai had asked her to wear a blindfold because she was insecure about his looks following a supposed life-saving brain surgery. The complainant told the court, every time I met up with Kai Fortune, I either had the mask on already or he would wait outside the door and I would put it on.
You gotta be kidding me.
So every time this chick hooked up with this other chick, she had to put like a blindfold on.
Come on.
All right, I'm not coming in until you got your blindfold on. All right, it's on. All right, I'm coming in.
All right, let's just think of any girl you've ever dated.
Yes.
How many would go for that?
Never. Not even once.
Not one.
Not even once.
This girl. Is there a picture of this girl?
Which girl? The victim or the
victim? The victim.
I don't see a victim picture. I see the chick who played the Kai.
What's her name? The victim.
What is her name? Let's see. The victim. She blah blah blah. Let's see. Newland is the perpetrator.
Do they not say her name?
I'm trying to see.
To protect this poor girl?
Yeah, I don't see the girl's name.
I would bet she's unattractive. That's the only way this makes sense. Is that this is an ugly girl. She was so excited to have somebody willing to do anything with her.
Right.
That she just put up with anything.
I suppose.
I mean, this can't be a good-looking girl, can it?
I can't even imagine. I mean, again, I can't even imagine some girl saying, all right, every time I meet you or you come to my place, I swear I'll wear a blindfold and never look at you once.
Unless she's hideous and she's so happy to have anybody giving her attention that she just goes with it.
Right.
It's the only way that could happen.
Sure. Right.
This is a horrible story.
It is. The complainant told the court, every time I met up with Kai Fortune, I either had to have a mask on and she would wait outside the door. I was so desperate to be loved. It's pathetic. So desperate for love. So desperate.
See, I'm probably dead on with this.
You're probably right. We were just lying there, just cuddling, and sometimes we would watch films. How did she watch a film with a blindfold on?
I don't know.
Sometimes we would just talk. It sounds stupid to say, but it was a proper relationship, just normal.
No, it wasn't just normal.
Right.
There's nothing just normal about it. First of all, how do you not get suspicious about dude that won't let you see his dick and is named Kai Fortune?
Right.
How does the two of those combined not be like, hey, red flag,
right.
Waving?
Sure.
Kai Fortune. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Let's see, a James Bond character.
And how many friends did Kai Fortune have on Facebook?
Right.
One? The other profile he created? It's a fake person. How many friends? It's not like there was... I would like to see Kai Fortune's Facebook page.
Right.
KYE? I'm looking.
KYE. Kai Fortune.
Let's see if I can find Kai Fortune.
KYEFORTUNE.
There's only Kyle Fortunes. God, they must have already pulled the site
I'm sure.
down.
I'm sure it got pulled a while ago.
Damn it.
She went on, since the first time I wrote to this person on Facebook, I thought it was a male.
All right.
The first time I agreed to meet this person and agreed to have sex with them, I thought it was a male. I told my friends I was engaged to a guy. I told my work colleagues.
Dummy.
During their telephone conversations, the complainant said she dismissed her boyfriend's high-pitched voice as a result of his Filipino heritage. When their relationship became sexual, the victim was told never to touch her penis.
Ever.
That's what she, but her cover was blown when the complainant pulled off her blindfold and saw it was fake.
I wonder if it was even hooked to her legs or to her puss or just she's just working it with her hand.
Could be. The prosecution said it was an unusual case set against the extraordinary background in which the defendant's target, the naive and vulnerable complainant, who said she was not gay in elaborate deception. But the Newlands team argued that the complainant's account was simply impossible to believe and that the woman of her sexual experience could not have been tricked into thinking she had had sex with a man.
That's what I think, too.
Yeah. Newland created the character of Fortune when she was 13 because she found it difficult to speak to girls in real life. By the age of 15 or 16, she went on to develop a Facebook profile of a half Filipino, half Latino Fortune by downloading photographs from an American man's MySpace page.
Wow.
Kai and Newland shared the same birth date. both liked R&B music and chick flicks and had a dog named Gypsy, the court heard. The jury heard another woman said that she had been duped by Newland into believing she was communicating with a man. She said she added the good-looking Kai as a Facebook friend and as an online and phone relationship developed. The woman suggested to him that they meet up, but said he always came up with excuses before she discovered by chance that Kai was Newland in reality.
Can you imagine you go for jury duty and you get a case and you sit down and they start presenting this shit to you?
Yeah.
What the hell?
You got to sit there and really just like, what?
I know. You want to find the fucking victim guilty.
Exactly.
Guilty of stupidity.
Right.
Is that not something that you could charge her with?
I don't think so.
Damn, she should be charged with stupidity.
From the age of 13, Gail Newland spent hour upon hour painstakingly creating her online alter ego, Kai Carlos Fortune. It began as a false name used for speaking to girls on the internet chat rooms, but with the rise of social media, it became an elaborately constructed double life.
Wow.
Creating a Facebook profile under the name was easy, but to give him credibility, there had to be pictures. This was accomplished once Newland came across a basketball-loving youth in New York who fitted how she imagined Kai. By copying photographs he had posted on his own social media page, Newland was able to upload them to Kai's profile, adding caption information to suit his supposed life growing up in England. The victim in the trial was first befriended by Newland in real life before receiving a friend request from Kai. As he was a mutual friend linked to Newland's own Facebook profile, she told police she quickly became to trust the attractive but shy young man.
What a dumbbell.
Newland created relatives of Kai, including a brother called Reggie, who was supposedly going out with her. However, far from fleshing out Kai's life with fictional information, much of it matched Newland's. They were born in the same day and both had a dog named Gypsy. The defense said this demonstrated that implausibly that someone could actually be taken in. The victim said that when she eventually met Kai, she would have to don her mask before he came into the room. She said Newland spoke in a deeper voice, wore a woolly hat over her long hair, and bandaged her chest to hide her breastises.
Oh, my God. This girl was the dumbest girl ever.
Right.
How does she not feel the bandages?
Yeah.
Or the tape on the tits or
Sure.
whatever. How could that happen?
Well,
What kind of sex were they having where they really kind of didn't touch each other?
I don't know the answer.
There's no chest touching of this person, and there was no
Don't touch
reaching
my
back
cock.
and feeling the dick.
Yeah, don't touch my cock. Don't touch my chest.
Yeah. What the hell?
Right. Yeah, it's a scenario that's hard to really imagine.
You think?
I mean, it's just, it just goes beyond the pale. It's just like, how could this possibly happen?
I'm just not buying this. I think she knew and just kept going with it because at least it was attention.
Right.
And then finally got fed up with it. I can't believe she could go 2 years and not know.
Right.
If she did that, then she's just the dumbest chick ever.
Right.
And maybe because of that, she does need to get paid or get this person a long-term jail sentence because she does have to leave her whole life behind. Can you imagine going back to work and everybody looking at you knowing that you fucking accidentally fucked somebody of the same sex for 2 years? Can you imagine that?
Yeah. But go to jail for 8 years for this?
Yeah, that's a bit strong there. Yeah. The only thing I could think of with that is that she was a cunt in court.
Right.
That's the only way that happens.
Sure.
Because although I don't know that it's always fair to fucking pull up other cases. and say, well, this guy got less or that guy got less, because there's a lot of circumstances that goes into that too.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of pleas and monies and, care and, doing what's best for the kid that was raped and all. There's a lot of shit that goes into that. So it's not really directly fair to do that. But, man, 8 years sounds like a lot for this.
Yeah.
I would say 2 would be about solid, don't you think?
I would think.
So it's not like this girl chick dude raped her, really. Is it? It was consensual.
Yeah, well,
acts.
she had consensual sex with who she thought was a guy, but she didn't have consensual sex with a girl with a strap on.
But she wanted a dick in her, and she got one, sort of. Isn't that consenting? If she wanted something hard and veiny to go up in her, and that's what she got, isn't that? Wow. What a conundrum, huh?
Yeah. Well, for Kai Fortune, I'm going to play a tune.
All right.
Something she probably told all her friends.
Okay.
About the girl she was fucking.
What's that?
This is some Jackal. She loves my cock. Exclusively here
on your classic metal show.